between guys. Like, my husband got a text from his best friend that he and his wife were having a baby for the first time, right? Like, whoa. My husband texted back, nice. That's it. Now he's the godfather of their child, right? Like, that's actually all. Like, if I texted my best friend nice, I'd never hear from her again. Like, it just doesn't work that way for women. It's okay, though. I mean, female friendships are, like, very important. They are. I love my husband, though. He's great. Our families are very different, though. They're very put together, you know? Like, on family vacations, they rent e-bikes. My family vacations are a little bit different, you know? They're a little bit more like, okay, let's split up and find mom. Right? You guys got sad for me. It's okay. We found her. She's okay. My family vacations are a little bit just more like, she was pretty upset and it's getting dark out. So, are you guys worried about her? She's okay. She's alright. You guys good?
We're good.
You good? Hell yeah, Pride brother. This guy, he's been having an amazing summer and I love that. Yes, you have. What else have you done this summer?
Did some camping.
Did some camping, okay.
I went to the Pride March, obviously.
Pride March, of course, naturally.
Shook my ass a little bit.
That's what I'm talking about. Give it up for shaking ass right now. Yes. Yes. We're gonna be shaking some ass tonight because we have some amazing comedians tonight. Are you guys ready for an awesome show? Yes. We have some amazing comics tonight, but first you're gonna want to give it up for our next comic. He is awesome. You see him all around New York City. Please start clapping for Hudson Torres.
Give it up for our host. Yes. Thank you. No clap. You guys are, wow. All right. I know what I'm walking into. Okay. You know, I just graduated. All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you. From high school. Yeah, I'm very young. I actually almost failed my last test, though, because do you guys know who Amelia Earhart is?
Yes.
And you know Helen Keller?
Yes.
I thought they were the same person. So I was like, no wonder she crashed, okay? Because people were coming up with all these conspiracies about what happened, and that just pissed me off. Because I was like, what did you think was going to happen when you let a blind woman fly a plane? Like, the best case scenario is what happened. She crashed and she was the only one who died. You know? And then I started talking about women's rights, which if I don't know anything about that, I know nothing about women's rights either. I started off, I was like, now I'm not saying we shouldn't have given women's rights, but I'm just saying we shouldn't have done it all at once. Like if we started Amelia Earhart out with like a bicycle, or maybe if we were feeling generous and we gave her a car, we wouldn't have been in this position. You know? I'm not the crazy one here, okay? I know I'm right about this. I may have failed that test. Are you taking photos? Thank you. No, you're good. You're going to save it for later? You want to follow me on Instagram? That works too. Yeah, it's okay though. Yeah, how you guys doing? Yeah. Is anyone here under 18? Yes? How old are you guys?
17.
Why aren't you doing comedy? Yeah.
Too busy being a writer.
A writer? Oh. That's what comedians do, they write. Comedians write too.
I'm more
Anyway.
psychological horror.
I'm not getting into that, but okay. Thanks for that. Anyway, I'm 17, but for a while, actually, I was dating this girl who was 23. It was pretty cool. My friend was like, yo, Hudson, you got molested. I was like, that was the point. Like, we're being real here. Like, it wasn't to go out to eat or go shopping, it was to be molested. Right? You know, her idea of a date, though, was we'd go to bars and nightclubs, and she'd be like, all right, looks like you're waiting outside again. And, you know, I've never had sympathy for those dogs who are tied up outside. But I do now, okay? I definitely do now. It got so frequent, I started having conversations with the dogs. And I was like, what's up, man? And he was like, why are you out here? I was like, well, you would get it. You know, bitches, man. That's why I'm out here. Anyway, I was talking about planes earlier. Let's stay on that topic. I was on a plane recently, and there was a pilot walking down the aisle, and he looked at me. He's like, just want to let you know, I hope you have a safe flight today. I was like, hope? Nah, man, it's my job to hope. It's your job to fly. Man. Like, I even asked him, I was like, what's your end game here? Like, if the plane goes down, is he just like, man, I hope this wouldn't happen? Like, if my hope isn't good enough, then shit. Yeah. I think me and my friends, we're Gen Z, we've come to the conclusion we're not fighting in Iran. We just decided to just make memes about it. Have you guys seen that shit on Instagram? I saw a meme the other day that was like, it's all fun and games until your friend genuinely gets his head blown off. I was like, genuinely? Like, you can't metaphorically get your head blown off, you know? You know? I heard the biggest sigh from that guy right there. He's like, fuck this, bro. I paid all this money to see some 17-year-old kid do some whack-ass jokes on stage. I came all the way, where are you from?
New York.
Oh, you're from New York. Okay. Are you at least like far away in the city? Or?
Upper East Side.
Yeah, you came all the way from the Upper East Side to see 17-year-old kid do comedy. Isn't that?
No,
Isn't that awesome?
No, we actually saw Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh,
And then
this
went
is the
to
Little
dinner.
Shop of Horrors too.
Yeah.
That's what this
And
is.
then went to dinner at Carmine's, and then actually, I think you convinced us to come inside.
All right, was it worth it?
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
We're having a good time.
You having a good time? All right. I'm just making sure. That sigh was not of sweet relief. It was. I could have heard a pin drop. It sounded like despair. That's what that was.
I think it might be generational.
Generational, yeah. Are you gonna come with my friends to Iran to fight?
Well, that's the whole thing. It's like there's this whole shit happening with Iran, and I really feel for you.
Oh, you feel for me, yeah.
And so I think that's what the sigh was about, because I'm actually quite worried about your generation.
Yeah, I'm worried too.
Because like some serious shit is going down.
Yeah.
And so the sigh was about that. It wasn't about your comedy.
This is pretty. You guys should be listening to him.
Yeah.
He knows what's up. He knows how fucked we are. My generation is dead, guys. We're not. No more comedy from me, okay?
I'm fine. I'm trans.
What does that have to do
They
with?
don't bring trans
any-
people into the military anymore.
It's much worse for her, or him, or they.
Yeah, get it right, man. Come on. What are we doing here? All right. Let's get back to the comedy, guys. What we paid for to be here. Yeah. Anyway, I'll talk about my friend, since I'm fading out of existence as we speak. He's kind of stupid. He lost his pet the other day, and not just like a dog or a cat. He lost his turtle. I was like, how the fuck do you lose a turtle? Because they can't even jump, nor can they run. And so I asked him. He said, I left my window open. It's like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, for a turtle to escape through a window, you have to throw it out yourself. Yeah. What more do you guys want from me? What type of comedy do you want? All right, PJ's gonna follow my set with the funniest shit you've ever seen, guys.
Big strong clothes.
Big strong clothes. All right, let's talk about orphans. Strong clothes. No, because people always say they feel bad for orphans, and that pisses me off because I think they're all rich and famous. You know Annie? Yeah, okay, she gets it. Oliver Twist, the Menendez brothers. Yeah, they're all famous. You know, because Annie was a self-made millionaire, right? The Menendez were self-made orphans. Batman. Yeah. Well, Batman wasn't. He didn't kill his parents. You got to read the comics, man. You're a little behind.
He wasn't.
How you guys doing? All right. Well, that's me. That's Taurus. Thank you so much.
Hey, give it up for Hudson! We're all gonna name orphans that we know. Anybody else? Any orphans? Okay, our next comic is so funny. You guys have seen him all around New York. Please start clapping for Greg Carrello Jr.
Holy shit! Hooray! Times Square! You guys left that that kid up here to die. You guys are all bastards. Did you see that? That kid's going home and getting a real job. Because of you kind of people. Where are you from, sir? Are you gay?
Yes, I am.
Makes sense that the gay guy wants to make the show, dude. He's on stage like, I would be up there. You guys can tell I'm not gay because I'm too ugly to be on Broadway. Let's be honest. Is Pride Month? Clap it up for Pride. Or was Pride Month? Clap it up for Pride Month, people. Yeah, hell yeah. All right, sweet. We saw Little Shop of Horrors. How was that? It was great. Hell yeah. What are you guys here for?
We're going to see the Yankees and then the Outsiders.
Hell yeah. Notice how no one said comedy. Did you guys see that?
We did.
You guys...
Drunk Shakespeare.
You saw Drunk Shakespeare? All right, that is comedy. You caught me. How about drunk 17-year-old kid that was just illegally on stage? Does that count? Is that comedy? Yeah. I didn't even know what to make of it. I don't know if you guys saw the owner of the club was literally in the back like, say cheese. I was like, don't fucking turn this into a school project for him. You know what's messed up is I shouldn't be mean to kids. I'm a substitute teacher. That's what I do for everybody. Yeah, I know. No. Guys, I just quit. Don't clap. I quit. They need me super bad. This is how bad it is in New York. They have a rule where if you break up two kids fighting, you make $750. Yeah, I know. I start every class with 8 kids. Who wants to make $200? I'll provoke them. I get in front of the class and go, yo, Jason, Rashad said your mom's a hoe. Oh, you're not going to do anything about it? I didn't realize I was teaching a bitch. You guys are cool. I know that was a lot. I said that one joke in front of one of my students' parents. I thought I was going to get fired, and so they asked for $200. It's hard teaching, man. I was talking to my girlfriend's dad about it, and he was like, clearly these students don't respect you at all, and that is why teachers need guns. Yeah. I'm like, what do you do for a living? He's like, I sell guns. He's like, you don't teach these kids guns are bad, do you? I'm like, buddy, I am a substitute. I don't teach these kids anything. There was one time he holds a gun next to my head, and he's like, what are you going to do about it? I was like, I'm going to impregnate your daughter and raise the kid super liberal. All right? He's like, if you talk to me like that again, I'm going to smack you. I'm like, if you talk to me like that again, I'm going to make the kid a communist. Hell yeah, bro. I should be successful, dude. My brother just got into Harvard Med School. And my brother just told me what you are doing is way harder than what I'm doing. All right, I didn't say that, but I wish he did. That would have been nice. Right now, my brother's at Harvard Med School, but he's gay. So Grandma loves us both equally. Isn't that crazy? I was aiming for your laugh on that joke. That was it. Dude, to my grandma, one gay doctor equals one straight loser. I don't know. It is Pride Month, right? It was Pride Month. We're very happy about that, right? Do we have fun at Pride? Pride? Hell yeah. Okay, cool. Everyone, dude, every liberal person here is like, everyone else is like, dude, what the fuck is Pride? I haven't even heard of it. I haven't touched it, dude. Hell yeah. I posted a picture with my brother on Pride. I did. It was me and him arm in arm with the pride flag behind us. I thought that was cute, right? That's a cute gesture. But if you post a picture with another man in the pride flag, everyone just thinks you're a gay couple. Yeah. I'm like, talking to my brother, I'm like, dude, all my friends are saying that I'm gay. All my friends are making fun of me. He's like, dude, all my friends are making fun of me for dating you. That's a shit way to find out I'm below my brother's standards. I didn't want to know that. Yeah. I went up to him, I talked to him, I was like, listen, Daniel, we look the exact same. Your friends think you're ugly too. We're not in this alone. I don't know. So make some noise if you're from out of town. Make some noise if you're from out of town. Okay, cool. All right. I noticed why the front of the show is all the time. Are we drinking waters at this club all around?
We drank a lot
before. For the 4th of July? What? All right, we got one patron in here. Hell yeah. Where are you from? Oh, okay. I was there recently. I have another job. I am Spider-Man for children's parties. Comedy's going great. I'm there. I'm in my Spider-Man outfit. This kid punches me in the dick. And I heard his dad go, fuck, we have to tip him now. I'm like, that kid is so violent, I want him in my class. Right? I come limping out of the bathroom. The kid's like, do you have superpowers? I was like, no, kid, I got a hernia. I make no money doing it, too. I'm broke as hell. Clap it up if you're for broke as hell. Clap it up if you're for broke as hell. All right. Those are those hangover claps we love to see. Jesus Christ. Dude, I'm probably the brokest one in here. You know you're not doing great financially when you look at your bank account and are like, oh my God, I know how to say that number in Spanish. Como se dice eviction? Oh, Lord. My girlfriend's dad, I talked about how broke I was. That's a mistake. Have we ever done that? Have we ever talked to a significant other parent about our real finances? We done that? No, kind of. We're looking nervous over there like we're not touching that shit. Hell yeah. Or who are you dating?
I'm married.
You're married to them? And they still don't know? You have a kid and they don't know how much you make?
I make more than them.
You make more than them? Clap it up for that. Clap it up for feminism. Or for this guy refusing to get a job. Either one. I don't know. Whatever works, brother. My girlfriend's dad, he doesn't like me. He's like, I don't like you because I think you're mooching off your mother. You know, because I live with my mom, obviously. And I'm like, to be honest with you, man, my plan is to mooch off of you. So I feel like I should win this one long term. My girl's doing great. She's in tech. My girl's a girl in STEM. That's a great place to be. Yeah, hell yeah. She's doing awesome. Are you also autistic? No worries. We'll move on. Hell yeah. Second we dodge eye contact. My girl has autism. That rules, dude. Makes her, she's super duper smart. Last year was a bad year for tech. My girlfriend's salary went up $15,000. $15,000 in a bad year. And that is crazy because last year I made $15,000. Dude, she has so much more money than me. I'm laying in bed with her every night like, please get pregnant, please get pregnant, please get pregnant. Yo, I gotta get name of this kid picked out. Child support. What do you think? Right? We'll be hooking up. My mom will be like, what's going on in there? And I will be like, Mom, I'm investing. Putting some money away. I don't know. So do we have any other men here, 18 to 26? Any other guys here, 18 to 26? Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, brother. How old are you? 18. How old are you?
55.
You're 55. How old are you?
25.
You're 25 years old?
25.
How long did it take you to grow that facial hair?
25 years.
Okay, thank God, dude. I've been growing this thing up for 5 weeks. What do you guys think? Kill yourself. You got the full head, dude. My girlfriend told me it looks like I just started transitioning. She just did. Any other men here, 18 to 26? Hell yeah, you're 18 years old. You looking forward to getting drafted? Me and you, brother, overseas. Not, is that happening? It's going to be me, you, and the kid that was up here first. He'll pretend he doesn't know you, but he will be there. I was in front of a military recruiter the other day and listed my occupation as comedian/substitute teacher. And he looks at me like, oh, you're drafted already. This shit is a death sentence. It's not happening. I have a girlfriend. I'm very fortunate that I have a girlfriend. Do we have anyone here? Is anyone here on date night tonight? We got anyone here on date night? So no one's on a first date here? Is anyone on a last date here? Did I break up any couples? Anyone single after this? My ex, I remember I was hooking up with her and she goes, I would still have sex with you even if you had herpes. And that is when I realized this woman definitely had herpes. See, now you fuckers are trapped. Does anyone in here have herpes?
No herpes.
Real quiet, I was like, I feel like that guy has herpes. I don't know about you guys. It feels like he's compensating for something. Yeah, gonorrhea? Clap it up for this guy's gonorrhea, everybody. Listen, I hope you know I'm recording this whole thing with or without your consent. It's going everywhere. I didn't get herpes the cool way like some of you guys might have. I got herpes because my dad kissed me on the lips as a child.
Is that true?
You guys are weird. I was loved. Some of you guys are laughing. Some of you guys are like, that's foul. That's okay. I said that same joke yesterday. Dead silence. Except for one woman in the front who screamed, ew! And that is the last time I performed for one person, guys. Moving in the right direction. All right, you guys have a lot of fun. Getting over host. Thank you very much! Make sure to give these guys energy.
Hey, give it up for Greg! such a great job. How are you guys doing? You guys doing good? All right. Our next comic is so funny. He is a club favorite. Please start clapping for Andrew Oyama.
What's up, guys? Come on, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise. Woo! I started working out recently. Anyone here hitting the gym? Yeah. I started hitting the gym because a woman recently told me that she loved me. It was nice. But my male friends couldn't wrap their heads around that. Because anytime dudes work out, for the most part, it's because a woman just broke their heart. They'll leave a relationship the next day they're in the gym being like, I gotta get this revenge body. Like, not me. She loves me. I have to give her a thank you for your service body, dude. Like, I now understand when women are like, if you don't like me at my worst, you don't get me at my best. Yeah, if you don't fuck me at my fattest, you don't get me at my flattest, all right? And like, I know, I'm trying to look better for her, you know? I'm trying to make sure she gets the man she deserves. Because I know, I'm a little ugly. I'm fine with that. I've accepted it, you know? I'm okay with it. What I can't accept are my other ugly friends not accepting their ugliness, you know? Because like every ugly dude has an excuse on how they're hot in one way or another. I was talking to my buddy Matt recently. He was like, yeah, I might be a New York 4, but I'm a Minnesota 10. I was like, dude, if you gotta change area codes to be hot, you're fucking ugly, dude. Like, there's no exchange rate, dog. If you're a peso, just be a peso, all right? It's like, I know where my sexual currency's at. We're down here, dude. I'm on sexual EBT right now, all right? Like, I need food stamps just to eat pussy, dude. But I'm out here, I'm dating, you know? I'm trying to date in the city. And I have a new criteria for the type of women I date. And it's not based on, like, race, religion, or anything like that. It's just purely based on how well they can handle their alcohol. I'm done dating women that black out after 2 White Claws. I'm not doing it anymore. Because, like, the last girl I dated, anytime she would get drunk at a bar, she would always try to fight women at the bar. And she would make it like, she'd look over at me, she's like, well, guess what? We have a problem with them. And I'd look at her and be like, when the fuck did you change your pronouns to we, bitch? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, you have to fight her man. I was like, no the fuck I don't, all right? And that's the thing, she would come up to me and she would say shit like that and be like, what, you're not going to defend my honor? It's like, I just saw you throw up on the mechanical bull. What honor are we talking about? I'm no history buff. I don't remember the last Queen of England who shat themselves at an Applebee's, all right? But yeah, like, that's one of my new rules with dating. I have another rule, which is that I can never hook up with one of my homies' exes. And it's not because I want to be like a good guy or a good friend. I just don't want to be used as clapback material in a future argument. Like, I don't want to hear them fighting and her being like, I fucked all of your friends. Even Andrew. Stop fucking rape me, dude. Because, like, I don't know what would be worse. Hearing her say even Andrew or knowing my boy's going to be like, no! And it sucks, man, because I'm a sensitive guy at heart. I know I'm a sensitive guy. Women don't want sensitive guys nowadays. Like, every woman I hook up with recently wants me to hit them in bed. That's not sensitive guy activities at all, dude. I remember I was hooking up with a girl, she touched my face, my knees got weak. That's sensitive guy activities, dude. It's like every young chick, they always feel like they have to do all this porn star stuff in bed. I don't need any of that, all right? Like, I don't need you to pretend to come. I just need you to pretend to care. This is getting sad. All right, guys. So, give it along, dude. Remember when I told you a girl loved me? That was fucking a long time ago. No, dude. Like Becky said, my name's Andrew. And I asked my dad recently why he named me Andrew. And he said it's because it's a very powerful name. He's like, with this name, you'll be able to get through any experience in life, any hardship, and you'll be super successful because of this powerful name. And I was like, oh, thanks, Dad. You know what would have really helped out? You finishing high school, dog. Like, that's way better than a powerful fucking name, dude. You work minimum wage and can't do fractions, but thank God my name's Andrew, you know? And I was born in the 90s, dude. I was born, we got any of the 90s kids in here? What years? 93? We got anybody else? 96. I'm 98. You guys don't respect me as a 90s kid at all. You guys give me no respect as a 90s kid. He's shaking his head right now. I don't need your approval. You're the same age as me, motherfucker. What are we talking about? Aren't you 26? What the fuck, dog? You're supposed to be on the same team with this, and you're like, nah, fuck you, dude. I'm out. No, dude, because the thing I hear all the time is like, oh, you didn't live through the 90s, you didn't experience the 90s. Which, like, yeah, technically I didn't live through the 90s. But growing up, my family was poor. So I lived in the 90s till about 2012, guys. Like, people had Netflix. I'm still trying to figure out the red and yellow cable on my big back TV, dude. Like, my dad had a 97 Corolla that had the crank windows. Dude, people that drove past me looked like I was trying to row the car forward anytime I wanted air, dude. And that's the thing, like, that's why I hate when dudes shit on white trash guys, because I resonate with them, you know? I grew up white trash. My dad was a DJ with a rat tail, all right? We come in different shades, dude. And that's the thing, like, I feel like the one thing that Latin people do that's the most white trash thing is our absolute need for shitty graphic t-shirts. I don't know if you guys have been to Walmart recently. You walk into the shirt section, you're like, who the fuck is buying pimp SpongeBob? Mexicans, dude. It's us, dude. It's us, bro. I'll walk in, see 3 Mexican fools, dude, be like, orderly fool is Transformers, but it says roll up instead of roll out. That's not Optimus Prime, that's Optimus Primo, fool. Like, nah, yeah. No, I've been living here in the city, man. I moved here from Arizona, dude, and it's been a crazy change for sure. Like, back home in Arizona, all my friends are like red pill Rogan dudes that say slurs and think it's fun. And then I moved here to New York, and I have more trans friends that I even knew existed, you know? I didn't know there was as many. They're all amazing, and they get so much hate for no reason. I never understand it. But I've narrowed it down to the 2 groups that give them the most hate. It's very, like, overly religious people that feel like this is what they believe, and I've never accepted that. I've never understood it. And then the second group of people is single dudes at bars that feel like they were tricked by a like, you know, like you're talking to your friend, it's like, dude, she's hot. He's like, actually, that's a hidden homie, dog. Like, all right, I let my Arizona out a little bit too much. All right, guys, we're going back in. We're going back. It's about to get a lot worse. No, but anytime I do talk to my homies from back home, they always ask me the same question, man. They always ask me if I had any experiences with the homeless out here. And I had one recently, man. I was on the train, and a homeless dude came into our car, and he's like, hey, I just want to let you guys know I'm newly homeless. I just lost my job. I can't afford to feed my wife or my kids. And the worst part is that now I'm starting to feel invisible because nobody will look at me and nobody will talk to me. And I was like, oh, shit, like I'd never heard anything like that before in my life. And it made me realize why they want us to call them unhoused. Because it wasn't anything he did to himself to get him there. Just situations in life put him in that position. So I left with like a new level of sympathy, you know? And so he left our car, and immediately after, another unhoused man came in. And I was like, how can I make sure this guy feels seen? How can I make sure this guy feels heard? Like, what can I do to make sure this guy feels like a person again? And as he's walking past me, I just look up at him. I'm like, hi, sir. And he looks back at me. He's like, ah! I'm like, that guy's not unhoused. That guy's fucking homeless, dude. Like, his dick was out. There's nothing invisible about him at all. Because that's the thing nobody told me about crackheads, dude. You hear them before you see them. They're like inner city rattlesnakes, and they will bite you, all right? And I felt bad, you know. I judged this guy. I was like, fuck, I have to give him money now. And as I was reaching the money out to him, he looked at me. He was like, I don't want your money, wetback. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I didn't know you could say that, motherfucker.
You can't.
You can't, exactly. Because let me tell you, getting racially abused, it sucks. Do you know how upsetting it is to get racially abused by a homeless guy? There's a dude being like, we need to build a wall. It's like, you need to build 4 walls in a room, dude. Nah, you guys have been cool. Like I said earlier in the set, I've been trying to work out, man, and it's mainly because I put on so much weight when I got here. I've been putting on a lot of weight. Like, I put on like 100 pounds in the last year, dude. It's like half a white woman right there, dude. It's crazy. So much weight. And it's affecting my life in ways that like I never thought were possible, you know? Like, I just had $200 stolen from my bank account recently, and that was horrible. And I was upset because my bank didn't notify me about it. And then I saw what the charge was for, and then I got really upset because the charge was for $200 at Wingstop. You guys ever get called fat by your bank before? It was in South Carolina. It was in a completely different state, and my bank's like, oh shit, he's traveling. Good for him, dude. And it took hours to get my money back. He was on the phone with hours, bro. And I finally got my money back. And my buddy Richie's like, dude, now that you have your $200, what are you going to do? It's like, bro, I'm going straight to fucking Wingstop, dude. I'm not going to let that guy steal my money and live my dreams. No, you guys have been amazing. My name's Andrew Veronica. Give it up for one more time.
Hey, keep it going for Andrew! Yeah! And Wingstop. We love Wingstop. Our next comic is so funny. He's a regular here for you want to do that again, Becky? He performs all around New York City. Please start clapping for Bo Wilcox!
Hello, hi. It's me from outside. Yep, I was that little boy with a dream out there. It's good to see you guys. I love doing comedy. I do feel like I disappoint people, though, when I come on stage to do it. And I get it's because of the way I look. I mean, who wants to hear comedy from a guy who looks like Shaggy and Freddy at the same time? Like, unless there's a dog, I don't want to hear shit out of you fuck. So true. Yeah, no, it is. I love walking around this city because I do get stopped. Like, I got stopped twice already today, and people asked if I was in costume. Hold on, dog. You look too fucking freaky from normal life. I asked them, I said, what do you think I'm dressed up as? And both of them told me I looked like a 70s porn star. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's because of the mustache. I know, exactly. It's the hair and the mustache. When I told them I wasn't a 70s porn star, they went, great, 80s porn star. Love it. With a mustache like this, they think you fuck on camera. And it's got me thinking a lot, because I've been compared to a porn star so many times. Like, what's my relationship with, like, porn? And, like, I remember when I was first, like, looking into it, I was too nervous to type it into the internet. I know I was, because like I remember being told like everything stays on the internet forever. And like I was too scared. Like we had the family computer. My family was gonna come home and see the dirty words. So what I thought what I would try to do is guess the name of porn websites instead of just typing in porn. So I'd be like at the family computer like, GoDaddy.com. Send. Have you guys, why is this a website about making websites? Why is it called GoDaddy.com? It is the dirtiest name I have ever, I was so confused, like, okay, I guess I went ahead and made myself a porn website called it Both Beauties. It was just normal scenes in black and white. Cool. Sweet. Thank you for laughing at that. I majored in, I do like being in costume though. I don't dress up nearly as much as I used to. When I was in the 3rd grade, that was probably my favorite Halloween costume, hands down. Halloween 3rd grade, I went as Jimmy Carter. 38th president of the U.S. Here's something I didn't realize. When you go dressed as Jimmy Carter, yeah, you don't get a lot of candy. You know, that's the main thing. I'd be ringing people's doorbells, and folks be like, I have some thoughts about the Iranian hostage situation. Love to get off my chest. I was getting so many opinions. Like, we do have a political divide in this country. It was weird. I was with another kid, too, that I was trick-or-treating with, and that kid was dressed like Michael Jackson. Not once did anyone give Mike Jackson shit. They were going so heavy on Jimmy Carter. I was like, golly, I'm getting it from both sides. Christ. Democrats and Republicans. And yes, it was a white Michael Jackson. Oh, unfortunate. White guy with a jerry curl. Yep. Cool. I don't feel like I'm as close with my friends as I used to be. Does anyone else feel that way? Like when I was a kid, I was like, I fucking knew everything about my friends, like their birthday, their parents' names, what type of belly button they had. Yeah, you know. Yeah, no, I remember like as a 5-year-old, that was like the second question I asked people. I was like, "What's your name? What are we working with? Any or an outie?" Any. There we go. Welcome to the team, brother. Good to see you. We'll see each other at the conference later this month. We have a conference about belly buttons later this month. That's hilarious to me. No, it was so funny. Like I remember in kindergarten. Did this happen to anyone else? Like I'm like in kindergarten. That was like we divided the class. Like Outy's on that side, Annie's on this side. We're gonna fucking fight down the recess. Now, if my friends were lined up, belly buttons out, I'd be like, I have no idea who's who. It's depressing, isn't it? All right, raise your hand. Who's got an innie in here? I know that. Me and this guy. Yeah, okay. Who got an outie? No one. Okay, here's the thing. I think people don't like Audis. That's the thing I'm realizing. I've done this joke quite a few times. No one has owned up to having an Audi belly button. An Audi, it's fine. It's just your mother gave it to you. Okay. We saw where the line was for the belly buttons, and that's where it was at. I majored in theater in college. The same day I decided to be a theater major. That was the same day I came out to my parents, though. Yeah, that was a disappointment. It was a disappointment because I was gay. That's why. Yeah, because. Yeah, thank you. As a what? What are you specifically? That's the main. You say you're a little bit queer. People are like, all right, where's your papers, you son of a. I'm bisexual, and here's the thing: when a man comes on stage and he says he's bi, half the audience, I split the audience in two usually. Some half of the audience is like, all right, you go, love wins, dude, do your thing. Is the other half of the audience that's like, what's this horny man about to do on stage? Is he going to try and fuck me? No, keep an eye on him. So don't worry, I'm not trying to fuck any of you. You're safe from the fucking from this guy. But if any of you think about coming out as bi, which I highly suggest you do, sir.
Just gay.
What?
Just gay.
Oh, no, talking to him, Queen. Yeah. Girl, I mean, we got the belly buttons, and we have a lot. We already in June together. Fuck it. Us marching around with our fellow queens in the room. The one thing I noticed after I came out is all my straight friends started telling me about the gay things that they would do, like in the bedroom. It was weird. As a way to like relate, it was the weirdest thing. I would be like talking to them, I'd get coffee, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm bi, and the guy's like, oh my god, I was eating ass last night. That's crazy. The weirdest interaction I had was this one straight guy who was like, I was having sex with my girlfriend last night, I saw her butthole and it turned me on. Does that make me gay like you? No, I told him yes, because he was kind of cute. So, so I fucked him. I mean, I had to have sex with him. My hands were tied. Actually, his hands were tied. To be honest with each other. Yeah, when I told my mom I was bi, she said, I tried it back in the day, and I did not like it. Tried it, I did not like it. That's the same thing she said about fettuccine alfredo, too. Tried it not for me. My mom hated fettuccine alfredo, folks. Wasn't even allowed in the house. I was 19 years old the very first time I tried it. 19 years old was the very first time I did suck a dick for the first time. So, maybe my mom knew something about fettuccine alfredo. We all don't. Like, sir, do you like fettuccine alfredo? All right, cool. You got a confident man right there, right? Because sometimes after I say that joke, men are like, no fucking way, I don't like fettuccine alfredo. I like to picture them on the way over to the club, like, oh my god, I love fettuccine alfredo. I hope they have it at the comedy club. My mom's a good lady. I love her. I mumble a little bit. I don't know if you've caught that. I mumbled my whole life, and I had to ask her like a few years ago, like, why do I do that? Like, I went to speech therapy, the whole 9 yards. And she told me, she goes, well, Bo, when you were a kid, before you can even remember, you fell and hit your mouth. You've been mumbling ever since. Doesn't it sound like my mom dropped me as a kid? Yeah, that's why I know my mom. She's got real butterfingers. This is exactly how I went down. She picked me up and said, oh, look at this cute little baby. Oh, shit. Looks at my dad like, well, let's say it's his fault when he gets older. That's good. It's classic. My dad, he did not want me to be a theater major. I think he saw the gay thing coming, to be quite honest with you. But he told me, he goes, Bo, I want you to focus on something that has to do with numbers. And I was like, I think I kind of am. 5, 6, 7, 8. Da, 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 da. It's like, shit, I got a gay son. Fuck. You know, when I moved out to New York, called my dad up. I was like, Dad, I don't know if theater's for me anymore. Maybe something with numbers is. 525,600 mid. All right, we got some theater. Who saw Little Shop of Horrors in here? Yeah! Oh, I thought so. Okay, that was going to be my guess. That is the best show. I mean, if you guys haven't seen Little Shop of Horrors, this whole time this has been an ad for Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah, folks. Well, I really do appreciate you all coming out here tonight. Let me talk some shit. So give it up for Becky and the rest of the show. My name's Bo. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
left. Are you guys ready for your next one?
Yay!
Yes! Your next comic is so funny. He performs here all the time. Please start clapping for Dan Wicks! Woo!
Alright, what's up, guys? We've been here a sec, won't waste any time. Let's get right into it. A little bit about me. I hate my ex-girlfriend, which is really hard for me to talk about because I look like I made her up. Grrr. Alright, here we go. We got the vibes. We're off to the races. Let's get weird. Yeah. Yo, isn't it weird that women love true crime but they hate creepy dudes?
They want the hot serial killers.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. I feel like I'm an artist who won't be recognized until after their death. You like true crime?
Not really.
Not really? Okay, that's fair. You want to be in one? That wasn't a no. That's fair. You don't have to like true crime. A lot of people do like true crime. I wonder why. And the reason that I hear the most often is they like true crime because it lets them know what to do if they're ever in that situation, right? Yeah. I like true crime because it lets me stay one step ahead. Now, this seems like a good time to tell you guys I'm not autistic. I do have Tourette's. Yeah. So if you thought something was wrong, congratulations. Although you're off by a tick. And thank you for laughing. Every day's a nightmare. As I say, I have Tourette's, and I have a friend who's schizophrenic. I have Tourette's, I have a friend who's schizophrenic, I have a friend who stutters, and I have a friend with webbed feet. And together we fight crime. Pick your head up. My best friend is the one who's schizophrenic. When I met him, I was like, dude, you complete me. Because he hears the voices and I make them. Thank you. We do argue sometimes, though, over whose thing is worse, his schizophrenia or my Tourette's. Because he thinks that my Tourette's is not that bad, and I think that his schizophrenia is not real. Think about it, right? He's going to tell me, a guy with Tourette's, his brain sometimes makes voices that no one else can hear. Must be nice. I'm Italian, which made it much more difficult to diagnose the Tourette's. Right? Like my mom wouldn't accept the diagnosis. I went to the doctor. The doctor said I have Tourette's. My mom said, that's not Tourette's. He just gets that from his father. But yeah, people, do I look Italian to you? Honestly, people say that, which to me, they never believe I'm Italian, which to me is crazy. They just like, yeah, exactly. Yes, hand gesture. I'm glad you said that. It's crazy. You don't believe I'm Italian, and you said hand gestures. Is it really so hard to believe that a guy with Tourette's talks with his hands and murders people? Yeah, nobody believes I'm Italian. Nobody believes me when I say I'm Italian. I say I don't look Italian. I was talking to a guy. He asked me what I was. I said I was Italian. He said I would not have guessed that. So I said, what would you have guessed? And he said retarded. Thank you. I agree. I didn't like that he said that. I didn't like how he said it. You know how he said it? He called me retarded with a hard tard. A lot of people don't think anybody should say that, right? They call it the R word, right? But I like to think of it as R word. Come on, say it.
R word.
Come on. I know you'll be saying it later when you're describing the comedian you saw. Sometimes people ask me if my Tourette's makes me say offensive things, and the answer is yes, but not in the way that you think. Okay, my Tourette's won't make me yell fuck, but my Tourette's might make me yell something like, marriage is between a man and a woman.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, indeed. My Tourette's won't make me yell shit, but might make me yell, the new Kanye song was really good. My Tourette's won't make me yell cocksucker, but my Tourette's might make me yell the name of my ex-girlfriend. Guys, one time my Tourette's made me yell out, I love you, while I was having sex with a woman for the first time. Yeah, not good. A few days later, she's telling me, I'm sorry, this needs to end, you got way too attached. And I said, you don't understand. I meant to call you a whore. Pride just ended. Although I always said I support. I'm not gay, but people used to call me gay because I was a virgin. But now everyone knows I'm straight because I am a virgin. I'm not really a virgin, by the way. I'm sorry. I figure I should clear that up. Not really a virgin, but honestly, part of me misses being a virgin, for real. Because part of me misses thinking that having sex would change everything about me. I watched a lot of movies. I thought you have sex, you just become like cool, right? That's what I thought would happen, but it didn't. Like, I stand before all of you guys right now as a guy who has had sex. Yeah. Thank you, but why am I still like this? Speaking of gay, do you guys know that SpongeBob's gay? It's true. Yeah, he is gay. Yeah, it's real. Your assumption is correct. It's Nickelodeon said so. It's in the books. It's canon. Yeah, SpongeBob's gay. They use him for their pride marketing. Don't worry, I think this is good. If you're dismayed, I do think it's good that SpongeBob's gay. Because on one hand, I think it's good that like little kids who might have certain feelings they don't understand have a character they love and respect. Lets them know that they can love whoever they want to love, and that's a beautiful thing. And I also think it's good that SpongeBob's gay, because if SpongeBob wasn't gay, that would be a waste of holes.
So many opportunities.
Yes. A lot of holes, none of them are wrong. Anyway, I had sex recently. That's pretty cool, right? Thank you. Thank you, guys. It was sick, guys. Seriously, after we have sex, we're lying in bed together naked, me and the girl, right? She wants to walk to the bathroom. She has asked me if I have something that she could wear. So I grab her my t-shirt that says, I just fucked Dan Wicks. Yeah, if you like that joke, I'll be selling it as merch after the show. If the sex was good, I grabbed that shirt. If the sex was bad, I grabbed the shirt that says, I just fucked Dan Wicks, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. All right, you guys have been amazing, and Dan Wicks, thank you.
Give it up for Dan Wicks! I expect every one of you guys to have one of those shirts by the end of this. Our next comic is so funny. He's also been on Law and Order. Please start clapping for James Camacho.
Wow, my biggest fan's here apparently. Do you know who I am?
No.
Oh,
You just have Tourette's? All right.
No, I'm just trying to I'm your hype man.
trying to prop me up. Okay. Did I look unconfident walking up here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. Really? My body language is off?
Oh no.
Oh,
You look great.
okay.
You're great.
I've been watching this. You didn't do that for anyone else except for me. So I don't know if I walked up like a pussy or like this guy needs a lot of help.
I'm on my like 7th.
He needs a lot of support.
This is like number 7.
Oh, you're drinking, huh? What are you drinking?
This is a spicy margarita.
Spicy margarita.
Highly recommend it.
I fuck with that, man. I like this guy. This guy drinks, doesn't care about health. I love that. You know, some people try to be healthy as they drink these days. You know these people? Like, I got a friend, every time we hang out, all he has is vodka soda and White Claw. Yes. Yeah. And the other day, I'm like, dude, why don't you have beer? And he goes, too many carbs. I'm like, dude, you know the bad part is alcohol, right? Carbs are not bad for you. Like, I've never had a one-night stand. I saw what they looked like the next morning and thought, Jesus Christ, way too many carbs last night. What, I have 100 grams? Fuck! My buddy actually, he's visiting me, right? And he's from Jersey. Anyone from Jersey here by any chance? You're from Jersey? No?
No.
Okay. You are blacked out right now. Whatever just there was a clip. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Okay, no, it's all right. Anyway, so I had my friend visit me from Jersey recently, right? This guy is so ridiculous. So I tried. It's his first time in New York, so I try to show him a good time. I take him to a bar, right? And we go in the bar. We start trying to see who's around. We see a dude. We see another dude, and then we start seeing dudes make out. So we realize we're at a gay bar by accident. And I think it's hilarious. So I'm like, hey man, we're at a gay bar. And he's like, ah! I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? He goes, we gotta get out of here. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? You can't drink with gay guys around? What's your problem? He goes, what if we get hit on? I'm like, dude, we've never been hit on our entire lives. We're sixes, we're not tens all of a sudden, okay? And I've been hit on by gay guys, I gotta admit, pretty nice. Rather enjoyable. I have a hot take. If you're a straight guy and you're about to go out, you should always pregame at a gay bar.
Build up your confidence.
Exactly. This guy's like, I do that every fucking day. No, you're right. You build your confidence. You get rejected later. You won't even give a shit, you know? Try to hit on some girl. Hey, can I buy you a drink? She goes, get away from me, creep. You're like, you know what? Dylan thinks I'm scrumptious. Like I give a fuck. I'm going back to XOXO. A little bit about me. I'm mixed race. Anyone mixed race here? You are? What are you? What are you guys?
Black and white.
Black and white. Classic. I love that. I'm a little weird. I'm Chinese and Puerto Rican. Yeah. People always ask me how my parents met. It's kind of a fun thing. They actually met in college, but my dad was my mom's professor.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm the extra credit, you know what I mean? I have a girlfriend myself. You know what I like about this girl? I'm starting to learn a lot about myself in this relationship. You know, here's what I'm learning about myself. It's not the most positive thing. I have really bad intimacy issues. Does anyone else hate themselves here?
You look like Keanu Reeves.
I look like Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
Thank you for answering my question. I appreciate that. Does anyone hate themselves? You look like Keanu Reeves. How could you hate yourself? He's famous. How about you guys give compliments? I get really weird with compliments. Anyone else deflect when they get compliments? Yeah. Like I did a show the other day, and this guy came up to me, very nice. He goes, hey man, good set. And I was like, easy crowd. He's like, what are you talking about, man? You're funny. I'm like, I got lucky tonight. He's like, well, I like your shirt. I'm like, got it on clearance. He's like, what the fuck? Can't even talk to this guy. And this type of behavior is not good when you're in a relationship, you know? Because my girlfriend's very affectionate, right? She's always saying these like very sweet things. And sometimes my deflections cause really big arguments. Like the other day, we go out to dinner, beautiful dinner. We're sleeping in bed together. She looks me in the eyes as we're laying in bed. She goes, I love spending time with you. And dude, it was so nice. I didn't know how to like process it properly. So you know what I said back? I was like, someone's clingy. How fucked up is that? Even the fucking loud drunk guy didn't say anything on that one. He's like, oh, you're fucked, man. Dude, she was so mad, dude. She wouldn't stop talking to me for like 3 hours, you know? So I'm like apologizing, you know, I'm saying all this sad shit. I'm like, I'm sorry, I have intimacy issues, I deflect with jokes, I apologize. And after 3 hours, she finally starts talking back to me finally, right? And she's like, you really like spending time with me? I can't tell. I'm like, yes, I love spending time with you, baby. What are you talking about? She goes, woo, gay. Well played, well played. I wish I wasn't like this though, man. I wish I could be happier, you know? I just feel like as a guy, we don't get a lot of compliments, you know? So how are we supposed to know how to deal with it if we don't get it, you know? That's why I wish I was a girl sometimes, dude. I saw my girlfriend meet up with her friends the other day. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. They're just showering each other with love. Oh my God, I love your outfit. Your hair is so gorgeous. Where'd you get your earrings? Dude, that's amazing. Every time I meet up with my guy friends, all we do is shit on each other. The other day I saw my buddy. I haven't seen this guy in like 10 years. He literally looks at me. First thing he says, he goes, dude, who the fuck gave you that haircut? Was that motherfucker blind?
That's cool.
My hair?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this even a comedy show? What the fuck's going on here? This feels like an improv class right now. Thank you, I appreciate it. I don't know why I'm getting so mad. She's saying, see how bad I am with compliments? She goes, you have a great fucking hair. I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? You psycho pieces of shit. I wish I could be nice. Here's the thing, guys should be nicer to each other, right? Don't you agree, sir? Yeah, we should be nicer to each other. We should compliment each other more. We're just scared. We're scared. We're scared if we compliment each other, we think it's gay. That's the problem. Isn't that fucked up? We think being nice to each other is a gateway to sucking cock in an alley somewhere. How fucked up is that?
It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. Thank you, Echo. I appreciate you. Another day I was doing this joke, right? And this lady was like, that's homophobic. I'm like, it's not homophobic, trust me. She goes, yeah? I'm like, this is how I know it's not homophobic. The other day I was walking down the street, and I see these two guys making out, right? And in my mind, I'm just like, PDA, you fucking kidding me? Seriously? And then I walked past them, and I saw a straight couple making out, had the same thoughts. I'm like, PDA? What the fuck? Are you serious? And that's when I realized, oh, it has nothing to do with happiness. It has nothing to do with sexuality. I just fucking hate happiness. I'm not homophobic, I'm happy-phobic, you know? I really am. I hate fucking happiness. You ever get suspicious when people are too happy? Too fucking positive? Right? You just want to be like, what the fuck are you up to? What are you hiding, cocksucker? This is how fucking, like, how much I hate happiness. I get really upset when couples hold hands on the sidewalk and they take up the entire sidewalk. Does anyone else get pissed off at this? Yeah, it's bullshit, right? These people are displaying their love for everyone to see. I'm just behind them like, let's fucking go! You inconsiderate pieces of shit! Dude, I'm at the point now, next time I see that, I'm gonna burst right through the fucking hands. Like I just won a marathon and going through the fucking tape, you know? I think, you know what I think it is? I think I'm like this because I was born in Northeast. I'm a Jersey guy. Anyone else born in the Northeast?
Yes.
Yeah, what part are you? Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Okay, do you also feel like you have a lot of anger? Yeah, right? Dude, it's bad, man. You know how I know? Because when I started traveling for comedy, I would go down south in the Midwest. Dude, strangers will ask you how your day is in those areas. It's fucking crazy, right?
They're from the South.
You guys are from the South? Yeah? Where are you from? Alabama? Also Alabama? Yeah, I was in Texas the other day, and this guy came up to me, complete stranger, goes up, hey, buddy, great weather we're having. How you doing? I'm just like, what the fuck do you want from me? I don't have any money, cocksucker. Leave me alone. I really feel angry, too, when I'm arguing with my girlfriend, because she's like a West Coast person, you know, so she's always high, right? She's always talking like, yeah, man, totally. She's got one of those fucking weed vapes, you know, always smoking it. But, like, every time we argue, dude, it always starts off with something we're literally arguing about, and then it always turns into her going, why are you yelling? But I never feel like I'm yelling. I feel like I'm just talking faster with more passion, you know? But here's the fucked up thing. She thinks she can say whatever she wants as long as she says it in a normal tone. Like the other day we're arguing. I'm like, it's bullshit, baby. Come on. She goes, hey, don't take this out on me because you don't have a relationship with your dad. I'm like, what the fuck? How is that okay to say? She goes, because I said it in a room temperature voice, all right? It's a new idea. Don't be mad if it doesn't work, okay? I did an acting gig recently. Did my first sex scene. Yes. It was not real though. It was like simulated sex. It was for a movie. Very desexualized. There was an intimacy coordinator. There was like a partition between us. They made me wear a cup. You know what's funny though? Like when they gave me the cup, it was an XL cup. And I was like, thank you very much. I see what you think of me. And then I went to the bathroom, I tried it on. I'll admit, a large would have sufficed. You know, like an XL, it did fit, it was okay. You know, but if I had 4 balls, it also would have been okay. You know what I mean? And there was like a certain point, I'm like, you know what, maybe I should ask for a smaller one. This one's a little uncomfortable. Then I'm like, I can't fucking ask that, you know? I can't go down there and be like, hey, do you have a smaller cup? My dick is too little. No, everyone's gonna be looking at me all funny and shit, you know? Oh, there's the guy with the little dick. How did he book this scene? Isn't that fucked up? Isn't that fucked up as a guy? You can never admit your dick is little, you know? Even if it's not little, like it's just smaller than what it might be, you know? Like if you're over with a girl and you're sleeping over and you have a condom, she pulls out a Magnum, you can't be like, do you have any other options? Maybe a ribbed one, maybe? Right? Even if you go to the sperm bank, right? And they give you like an empty jug to fill up, you still can't say something, you know? You can't be like, can I get like something smaller, maybe more reasonable? No, you just gotta be like, yeah, I can fill that up. Luke out. Work on that end part. Alright, I gotta go. Let's see here. I'm an only child. Anyone else an only child here? Yeah, you are. Do you like it?
No.
It sucks, right?
Yes.
Did you want siblings growing up?
Yeah.
Me too. You know what my parents did? Because they felt bad I didn't have any siblings? They got me bunk beds. That's fucked up, right? That's just an everyday reminder that I'm alone. And it gets worse too. My senior year of high school, my parents got into a really big argument, and my mom just moved into the bottom bunk. Senior year of high school. Girls would be like, come sneak me in, let's cuddle. I'm like, I got a girl there already, I'm sorry. All right, guys, I'm James Camacho. Have a great night. Thank you.
Keep it up for James, you guys. Yes. Yes. How are you guys feeling? You guys feeling all right? Yes. We have a few comics left. They are amazing. Our next comic is so funny. Please start clapping. Please start clapping. You've seen him on Wild and Out. Please start clapping for Eagle Wit.
Oh, keep it going for your host, everybody. Keep it going for your host. You guys seem cool. This is Times Square. You guys are tourists. You guys, what's the vibe? You guys live here?
Yes. Yeah.
No. Some of you said no. Some of you said yes. You guys, where? Visiting from California. So you flew in. I've been flying a lot. There's a little shit I realize I don't like about flying. I don't like when you go to get off the plane, how the pilot comes out like all cocky and shit, you know? With his chest all up. And everybody's like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't do it, because it's like, you would have died too. What are we talking about? Why am I thanking you? This wasn't a suicide mission. You know? I was on a flight recently. It was super scary. Not just because of the turbulence, but he was like over communicative. You ever have a pilot tell you too much? Yes. You know, like it was real shaky. And at first it started out regular. He was like, everybody needs to take a seat, flight attendants included. Everybody's strapped in. Then he was like, we're going to be flying through some extremely severe thunderstorms. And if you look to your right, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And I was like, dog, I can't help him. Why would he tell us that? You ever been on a flight so scary, you check to see if your seatbelt's on? And then you feel better, and then you look out the window and you're like, actually, I'm still gonna die. That's how I feel about body cams on police. You know what I mean? Like every time I see a body cam on a cop, I'm like, oh wait, no. You know how I know body cams don't work? The body cam footage. Look at that, this nigga's still shooting. I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares that he's on camera. You guys are the wrong group of 12 people to do these type of jokes for. No, we're not. That was a very loud voice. You swallow a microphone, who just screamed that? What up, bro? How are you doing?
Good.
Nice Jordans.
Appreciate it.
No problem. Where are you from, buddy?
Alabama.
Alabama. Is this your mom? No, I was about to say, you can't have interracial love in Alabama. I'm just teasing. I like racism. I like racism. I do. I like racism. Because I talk about race a lot on stage, nigga. Without racism, I'd be working at Starbucks, you know? Keep it going, whites. You about to make me rich, nigga. I'm this close, you know? I think white people should be racist. I've been thinking about this lately. I think whites should be racist, seriously. Because they're not good at anything else. You know. Listen. You're great at racism. Great. For real. Legendary shit. Dope status. For real. Like, but, you know, it's in your veins. You know, don't fight it, white people in the room. All right? I know we're making you feel guilty all the time. Minorities are in this age of making white people feel bad. Don't feel bad. It's who you are, dog, you know? For real. Like you, miss, after the show, call the cops on a black teenager. Get into it, dog. For real. Have fun, you know? Seriously, it's all you got. Listen, if I woke up tomorrow, right, like little dick, no rhythm, I'd jump right in, for real. I'd jump right in. I'd be racist as fuck. I would. But I got all this dick and talent, my nigga. I don't know. There's no time for hate when you're gifted, you know? Yeah, I don't want this to be misconstrued. I don't want you guys to go home and think I'm saying minorities can't be racist. I know that's a popular narrative. I don't believe it. Don't limit us. We hate people too, you know? We're just trash at it, that's all. We're not good. Our racism is too surface. That's our problem. We need to study, you know? We're too surface. Like, our shit, like, we'll be like, you have little lips. And then you're like, you're not getting this loan. You know? And we'll leave the bank upset, too. We'll be like, little lip motherfucker. And you be like, little house motherfucker. You know? You guys know who Larry Bird is? Yeah, greatest white basketball player of all time. I want to be what he was for basketball, for racism. I want to be the greatest black racist of all time. I do. I want people to look back at my career and be like, how'd he do it with none of the natural gifts? You know, all fundamentals, baby. You know, I've been studying white racism to try to figure it out. You know, how do I compete? And I figured it out. You know what makes it special? It's systemic. You know, that's genius level manipulation. It's genius shit, for real. For real. We ruin your day. You ruin generations, and that's fire. That's fire, dog. Good shit. It's fire shit. You know, for real. And then the interesting thing is the acting surprised at the end. You know, like white people will be like, "Why are black people so homophobic?" After making our ancestors rape each other, you know, like couldn't be because of us, you know. And then we have nothing. We'll just be like, "What type of chapstick you use for them little ass lips?" Like we have nothing, you know. But I'm working on it. Here's my systemic racism. Here's my plan. I'm gonna adopt some white kids. Not a lot. Like 5. Just like 5, right? And I'm gonna raise them black. And what I mean by that is I'm never gonna tell them they're white. Yeah, I'm sure at some point they'll ask, you know, like they'll come to me. They'll be like, "Papa." I assume that's how white children talk. I don't talk to white kids. The last nigga that talked to white kids was Michael Jackson, but that didn't work out. So I stay the fuck away from these niggas. I don't know. So they'll be like, "Papa, why do I look?" And I'll be like, "Shut up, nigga, you light skinned." Like, I'm gonna shut it down immediately. Just like your daddy, you light skinned. You know? And I'm gonna say nigga to them, because I say nigga a lot, you know? And they're gonna go to school, and they're gonna be like, "Nigga, nigga, 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 nigga." And they're gonna get beat up. It's gonna be rough, you know? And they're gonna come home. And they're gonna be like, "Papa." And I'm gonna be like, "Oh my God, I couldn't imagine anything went wrong today. What happened?" And they're gonna be like, "I said nigga, and they jumped me for it." And I'll be like, "You go back and you fight. You are a young black man in America. You're Malcolm X. You're light skinned. That's what you are." They're gonna have a rough go. You know? I figure on my deathbed I'll confess. As a young man. You know, with them surrounding me, I'll be like, "Oh, come close." And they'll be like, "Yes, Papa. You are always white." And they'll be like, "But why?" And I'll grab their little lips. "Shh, we don't have time. Please bring in my grandkids." And they'll bring in my grandkids. They're kids, you know? And we'll have one-on-one time. "I don't have much energy." "Oh. Your parents are going to try to tell you that you're white." "Nigga, you're black." You guys are an excellent crowd to do this with. I have a new joke that I wanted to work on. What the fuck was it? I'm going to look, because we're a family in here. You guys don't care. How are you doing, buddy? How old are you, man? You look like you're 12. 16? My bad, bro. Nigga had mad big dick energy in his voice. He said, "No, I'm 16. I'm like, "All right, my bad, bro. Is this your dad?" You guys have the same posture. You guys cross your arms like you don't fuck with happiness. Trying to make y'all giggle, man. You know? How do you know these people?
I'm their aunt.
You're their aunt like that? Well, that's uncomfortable. You traveled across state lines with these things. Oh, this is kind of what it is. So I was in the car with my boy, and we were listening to our favorite music. We like rap, so it's like a bunch of murderers. I don't know if y'all know, rappers kill people. They're like serial killers, but they have talent, you know. And they'll express themselves with their art. Like they'll be like, "Shot a nigga in the face, stab a bitch in the chest," like poetry. And we were listening to it. It was beautiful music. And on shuffle, Kanye was next, and my boy was like, "Turn that monster off." You think that's fair? I disagree. I think your logic just left you if you hear that joke. Think about it. See, I like this divide right here. It doesn't make sense how we cancel people. I don't agree with anyone we cancel. Our logic's gone. Like in a genre full of murderers, we're like, Kanye's the problem. No, this nigga's just mentally ill, and we feel uncomfortable when we see black people that are sick. That's all. For real. Nobody's screaming silence Britney Spears. If anything, niggas wanted to free that lunatic. You know, I'm very uncomfortable with showbiz. I hope I don't become famous. I think there's a chance I might, and it worries me. For real, like I want my shows to stay just like this. 12 people. For real, it's solid, dog. For real, I want 6 people just staring at me, not knowing where they're at. It's beautiful. I don't like fame. I think it's uncomfortable. I think people hate celebrities now, you know? It's not fun anymore. Remember Marilyn Monroe? She fucked the president, dog. He cheated on his wife with her. And everybody was like, you're a crazy slut, we love you. Can you imagine Kim would have fucked like Joe Biden? They'd have been like, she's trying to kill the president. Like, it's not as fun. My boys think showbiz is gay. Because all my niggas is like, hood niggas, they think the only way to make it is like, you gotta suck dick. That's like a thing in the black community. White people are better with their celebrities. Like, white people see people like Taylor Swift and they're like, that's talent. Black people see people like Jay-Z and Beyonce and go, Illuminati, definitely. There's no way they could have made it on merit and hard work. There's not a chance. I argue with my boys that I'm not gay for having success, but then like my manager will send me an audition and it'll be like for like a gay black dude in a TV show, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe these niggas is right. Maybe this is like, I don't know how to make that funnier. You guys have been wonderful. My name's Stephen Witt. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye.
Circle up for Eagle. Come on. Yes. Okay. Are you guys ready for your last comedian of the night? Yes. Let's make some noise for him. Let's make some noise for him. You guys see him. He is working on a show with Amazon Prime. Please start clapping for Mickey Farrow.
Y'all still alive? We still got some energy in the room?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, you guys are so polite. I like it. Guys, I spent the weekend. Do you have a good 4th of July weekend, everyone? Yes. Yeah, good. Dude, I spent mine with my 10-year-old sister, which she's reminded me of some tools that we had as kids that we are not using anymore. She reminded me how powerful mocking is. You guys remember mocking? Yeah. Like, I saw her this weekend, I'm like, oh, look who it is. She's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm like, dude, I forgot about that. It's like, I forgot how powerful. Like, can we use that now? Sure. Can we go to our job and our boss is like, hey, can I get that presentation at 3? Oh, you want that presentation at 3? Oh, yeah. You would love to do that, no, sir? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Why not, dude? I feel like that's what, like, Trump and Elon were doing like 3 weeks ago, no? Right? Elon was like, you're a pedophile, and Trump's like, I know you are, but what am I? Thank you for the singular applause break. I appreciate it. I don't really talk about politics on stage like that, you know? Because then people ask you questions, and you liberal, and you conservative. And it's like, I think I'm socially liberal and fiscally a Jew. Does that make sense? You know, it's like, I think you should be able to do whatever you want with your body. No one should tell you what you can do with your body. I'm just not paying for it. That's it. Right? That makes sense. That's, you know, as a young person, you agree with this? He's like, I haven't studied that in school yet. I don't know, dude. That's good, dude. I am an Italian Jew. That's what I am, because I'm from New York, and they make that here. So. I don't know where are you from?
California.
They make that over there?
Kind of.
Kind of. Nice, dude. Cool, dude. What type of white are you?
Mediterranean.
Mediterranean. Yeah, dude, you got the Mario mustache on right now. I like that. Mario, Luigi, Mario! Yeah, dude, I'm an Italian Jew, but I was raised a little different, because most people, they're raised by their parents, okay? But I'm a New York Jew, so I was raised by a nanny. Listen, they say it takes a village to raise a child, not for Jews. Just takes one strong black Caribbean woman, actually. That's it. That's all it takes. That's the truth, you know? And I said nanny. I'm talking about a fucking professional here. Not a babysitter. Okay? I'm like, I gotta look after your kids for a few hours. No! I look after the boys, okay? Different vibe, you know? She was my best friend, too, man. This is she's got my heart. You know, you find those people in life who see you, you're close with them, they just, like, they're your people, you know? And her name was Marlene. She wasn't a hair over 4'11", She spoke with her neck, and like a conductor, right? And she loved it. It was all about respect. And show me some respect. You better show me some respect. You gotta show me. I ain't playing. You know when parents say things and you're like, I know, dude. You're like, I ain't playing. I know you're pecking at me. Why would you be playing right now? You know, and her and my mom were very different, okay? Very different values. Cared about different things, okay? Like my mom, sweet Jewish woman, you know, loved every girl I brought home, okay? She was like, oh, she's so sweet. She's so nice. I love her. Not Marlene, dude. I remember the first girl I bring home, I'm 14. I'm like, Marlene, what do you think? Do you like her? What do you think? She goes, oh, what do I think? I think she's a hoe. I'm like, what? Yeah, she loose. I'm like, she's 13, dude. How loose can she be? I was like, you didn't need to say that in front of her, all right? That's insane. You know? And she taught me a lot of things, but the problem is, like, she would teach me Caribbean things, and I was doing Jewish stuff. Okay? Like, she taught me how to dance like a Caribbean, but I was going to bar mitzvahs. Like, you guys know how weird that is, right? Like, I remember she goes, okay, I teach you to dance for the ladies, not the hoes. The ladies, okay? 3 steps. Is a Caribbean dance called whining. You just get low and you go back and forth like so. Back and forth like so. And you go churny bada. And then last you grab a mango from the tree. Now, I don't know if y'all know Jews. That's not how they dance. Very autistic, very Elon Musky, the Jews, when they dance, dude. My little Elon, he's so nice. Dude, that's a nice amount of energy for you guys for the end of the show, huh? You thought the show was over? You didn't think we were going to be dancing anymore, right? All right, very good, dude, very good. She actually, she just got her citizenship after 40 years. 40 fucking years. Unbelievable. I don't know why. I asked her why it took so long. I'm like, why did it take so long? She goes, I didn't want to pay the tax. I'm like, dude, nice. I'm like, well, why are you getting it now? She goes, I turned 65. I got my Social Security. Go back to Trinidad. I'm like, that's the most American shit I ever heard, right? That's a fucking American right there. And I remember when she was like doing the tests and stuff. I was very cocky. I'm like, dude, I'll help you. I know all the answers. And she goes, okay, what's the rule of law? That's one of the questions that they're teaching these people. What's the rule of law? I'm like, oh, when someone comes on your property, you can shoot them. Right? That's the rule of law.
In Florida.
In Florida. Is that where you're from, sir?
No. Michigan.
Michigan. Okay, nice. Thanks for your input on that joke. I really needed that. To be able to keep going. Are the two of you together? No. No, just sitting next to each other. All right. But that was not the right answer. She said, the rule of law is that nobody is above the law. I'm like, really? In America? I'm like, dude, where are you applying for citizenship? This shit ain't America. In America, nobody's above the law. Nobody's above the law. Who is? Trump? Yes, I am. I'm the president. No, I'm just kidding. This is way too liberal to do that in here. You guys, should I do the Biden instead? What do you think? No? Let's keep it going. We do have some couple. You guys are together, no? Yeah. That's your mom, dude. Hell yeah, dude. There's no couples in here. There's no one that's dating in this room?
No, she's not a cougar.
She's not a cougar? We'll see about that. Just kidding. You're a sweet older lady. I don't want to offend you.
Watch it.
Yeah, I will.
She's Jewish, watch out.
You're Jewish? It means you qualify for my requirements. And nice. Were you married to a Jewish guy?
I am married to a
You
man
am?
who is like Jewish.
Okay. Great.
It means he wasn't born Jewish. But
Oh, he converted for you?
No, he didn't have to.
Yes,
because we
yes.
were Jewish. Yeah.
Dude, you guys got to get on the same page with your answers, all right?
Yes.
He converted for you.
Yes.
And did that feel very romantic?
Yes.
Yeah, dude, why are you...
I got you.
I like how her son... You weren't even born, probably. Okay? You were not born. You're like...
It's so nice.
Did someone do trivia with you about this? In case you're in a situation like this? No.
We're married 26 years and we're all good.
Okay, dude, I'm not trying to bang you. I just want you to know. Oh man, I have a beautiful girlfriend, man. I do. She's not Jewish. She's from England, and well, it's true. I actually just met her dad for the first time, which was a trip. They had a big house in Florida, which was very exciting. I know. I was like, she got money. But he asked me a big house question. Okay, his first question to me was, "What is your biggest source of income?" I didn't want to lie to him, right? So I was like, "Honestly, sir, you are my biggest source of income, bro. I'm staying at your crib." Oh, guys, I will say my last girlfriend was a little different. My ex was trans, actually. Wow, that got really quiet, guys. God damn, y'all sounded like when I told my dad. It's true, it was at a show just like this. He's sitting right where you were sitting. Italian guy from New York, very excited. He was like, "Yeah, that's my boy on stage right there." I'm like, "I've dated trans women." He's like, "Whose fucking kid is this?" Guys, that's my time. My name is Mickey Farrow. Be up for your host. And everyone, please.
Keep it going for Mickey, you guys! Yes, thank you guys so much for coming. That has been our show. If you enjoyed yourself, please leave us a review, and we hope to see you guys sometime soon. Have a great night!
Thank you for coming to the Comedy Village. Server will be over to help you with your check if you haven't paid yet. Feel free to leave a Google review with the QR code which will be provided outside. Thank you so much.